Hey guys, back with the final part of Daughters of the Dawn. This is going to be, I believe, Haruna, obviously, because I don't think Midori's going to show anything she does. Maybe, I hope so. But again, if you're looking for guitar covers, you guys have been asking. I have over 3,000 on the channel. If you like Green Day, start out there, guys. There's like, I forgot how many. There were 3,300 or so. I have gear reviews on different gear. I have celebrity cameos, just so much stuff. All right, so let's jump into this, guys. This has been really super cool for me because I love talking about gear. So if they run a little long, that's why, because I love to talk about gear. It's always interesting for me because now I know, when I watch the next installment of Heavy Metal Never Dies, I know what they're playing. I know what their guitars are. I know what effects they're using, what amps, what strings, what picks. So it's cool for me. I hope you guys like them. But anyway, let's jump in.
どうも、はるなさんです。
こんばんはるぴー。
こんばんはるぴー。続いてははるぴーのドラムの機材を紹介したいと思います。
はい。
はい。どうぞ。
どうぞ。
ご説明をしてください。
そうですね。今回から、バスドラムが2つ、ツーバスになりました。私はセット自体全部パールのやつを使ってるんですけど、でこれはクリスタルビートっていう透明なドラムセットです。
はい。
で今回は22インチと20インチのちょっと大きさが違うんですけど、そのバスドラムを使ってます。
はい。
はい。ちょっと今白黒になっちゃってるんですけど、本番は黒に揃えます。
はい。はい。ここです。
Looks like she's using Remo heads. I know a lot of people prefer Evans. I know it's another brand. I just have a Roland electronic set. Nothing major. I did have a Tama set, I think is what it was. But it just took up too much room in my music room, and I bought it for my son hoping he would play, but he has no interest in music. He's all about art, drawing, and doing stuff on they have pads for artists that they use, animation pads. So he loves all that stuff. So all I know is when I was shopping, trying to figure out what cymbals, there were so many, it was just unbelievable. So I'm sure I didn't have that set up right for pretty much anything. But I've just been fooling around with drums off and on, since like the late 80s. I can play a few tunes, but I never play. I posted a few, just fooling around on the drums on the channel. But other than that, I just, doing reactions takes up most of my time, free time. So that's why you don't see too many covers. I try to get out once in a while. If I can get a bunch done in the morning, then I might go out and play some cover songs. So if you see 5, 6 or more reactions first thing, and then there's some covers, that's why. But I'm not going back to strictly covers, so don't worry about that. But I do like to do covers and play still. So
下のツーバスです。
はい。そしてこの全部スタンド。
So those ones up above the bass drum are tom-toms. The tom-toms go right down, then you have the floor tom. You can add a whole bunch on here too, different size tom-toms.
類がラックになってます。全部つながって。
そうね、これね。私はこれができたせい。
See, look at this rack, guys. It's super smart to have that rack. You can add to that super easy, as opposed to once you start adding cymbals and adding the cymbal stands, your drum set just kind of comes out and just begins to just grow, because the stands, you have the feet, it's just crazy. That was the issue that I had. So I love how she has the rack. It keeps it more, it keeps the set smaller, yet, you know, just as dynamic as having, you know, all these cymbals on a separate stand, and easier to set up too.
でハルピーに近寄れなくなっちゃったんですよ。中に入ろうと思ったらダメと言われちゃった感じです。これがねつきましたね。そうですね。あとは。
It's kind of like a electronic drum kit is like that too, guys. It's always on a rack, and it just makes it easier. You know what I mean? I mean, again, if you imagine all these cymbals they would have to be on separate stands, it just makes your drum set just huge. So when you see a drummer with a lot of drums and they have this rack, just try to imagine it with a separate, you know, cymbal stand, because some of them, I mean, by the time you spread out the legs, I mean, you've got this much room on the floor, you know what I mean, where the legs sit, and you're trying to wedge things in, so the rack just makes way more sense.
まあこのトレードマークの星印シンバルが
I would love to have one of those. Those are awesome.
くるくるくるくる。
はい。
はい。最初からも初期からずっとそのお星様があります。
シンバルがいっぱい私のセットはついてます。
そうね、本当ね、いっぱいあるよね。
そうで、いろいろ今回からも新しいシンバルがいくつか増えてます。これとかこれとか。
やっぱり曲によってこういろいろどれを使うかとかが、ね、考えてるんだね。考えて、ね、
そうそう。なんか本当はこれとこれ。
You look at her cymbals, it's really not that much. I have a friend who plays, and his rack actually goes up. So it kind of comes up here and then comes across. Cymbals everywhere. His set is huge. I know a lot of people give him grief about it, but he loves it, and so do I. It's just what he digs. He loves to have that big set. But again, using racks, he's not using the floor space you would have to use with separate stands. So guys, if you start getting into drums, you really start getting into it, and you invest in that rack, you're definitely going to save yourself a lot of space.
これ逆だったんだけど、なんかねこっちの方が歪んでるから逆にそれがいいアクセントになって。
ああ、そうなんだ。
で今までのやつはこっちにして、こっちと逆にしてしてたりとか、いろいろまた変化してます。
なんか、はい、あれですか、スティックのこだわりとかはあるんですか？
スティックずっとビッグファースというメーカーのやつを使ってます。なんか先がナイロンチップになっているので、私は割とこれが結構シンバルが細かいシンバルをするので、それが。
That's what I use, Vic Firth, nylon tips. I just like nylon tips better. I agree with her. She says I use a cymbal with fine detail so it stands out. And I personally think it does stand out better than with a wood tip. A lot of people use nylon tips now. Back in the day, wood, you know, it was just wood. But now you can get all kinds of different crazy sticks. You can get light up sticks. Pretty cool.
目立つので。
あ、そうなんだ。
そう、そこの木じゃない方が。なのでそこがこだわりですかね。はい。一応なんか、筋トレとかはしたりとかしてるんですけど、でも逆にこう力が入りすぎちゃうと、結構すぐ疲れちゃったりとかしちゃうので、結構無心になることが大事で、だから私なんか割と歌ってやってるのは割となんていうんですかね、気を紛らわせるじゃないけど、はいはいはい、そういう感じのリラックスして叩くように、なんかもう楽しんで歌いながら叩いてるっていう感じなんだね。そういう感じで。そうなんだ。なんか本当にね、ハルピーが一番すぐ歌詞覚えてくれてるんじゃないかっていうぐらい振り向くといつも歌ってくれてるから、私はすごく嬉しいんですけど。そうなん、実はそんな理由で。
I love Haruna. She's shy, she's humble, and in my opinion, she's the best heavy metal drummer in the world. She has some serious stamina to play the length of the shows they do. The drummer has it the hardest, guys, for sure. They're doing so much. But yeah, she's the best, guys. This has been super fun, too. I hope you guys dig it. I know you've probably seen it, but I haven't, so for me it's been a real treat. But I figured I'd just do them all in one day for you guys. That way they're up for when you want to watch them. So let's finish it up.
ね、そういう自分のコントロールがあるんだね。なるほど。じゃあ以上、ハルピーでした。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。バイピー。
はい、以上みんなの機材紹介でした。ライブ映像にもたくさんそういうのがきっとポイントとして見れるところがたくさんあると思いますので。
So when you look at Haruna's set, I mean, there's really not that many symbols. I mean, compared to some things, man, I'm telling you, some drummers have so many symbols you can't even see them behind the drum kit. So, you know, she's just a master at her craft. And I love how she has the black and white bass drum heads, you know. It's just super cool. It just adds to the set, makes it look cooler.
ぜひチェックしながら楽しんでください。じゃあまたね。あさみでした。
I love these girls so much. It's not just the music, it's the personalities, everything about them. Alright guys, hope you guys liked this. Hope you had fun. For me it was super fun. I love talking about gear. So, alright, so we'll see you with some Love Bites soon. Have a great night guys.